I want to just quickly go through some of the interesting discussions on our Reddit discussion forum. This is the best place for David Pakman Show viewers and listeners to talk with each other, suggest stories, talk to me. I check it mostly every day, and I'm in the comments there. And there's a lot of really, really good discussions. You can access the Reddit discussion forum by going to davidpakman.com/Reddit. That's REDDIT. Let's take a look at some of the stories. Sometimes it's show-related stuff. We'll start with one example here. Volume of the show. Am I the only one that thinks that the overall level of the show has gotten lower? That's an issue we're working on, right? I mean, Pat, you and I have been working on that. Sometimes it's hard to know because there's the volumes of our mics relative to each other. And then there's sort of like the total volume of the show relative to other shows people might listen to. And since we've been making changes and upgrades, this is what we call a work in progress. But suffice it to say, people should know we're on this issue.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And I'm new at this too, but I think it's getting better. I think we almost have it down.
We have it almost down, and today there will be a slight increase to the volume of the show. So know that we are paying attention to the comments on Reddit. Now, here's an interesting post about Dilbert cartoonist Scott Adams and his thought about Donald Trump. There's an article on Slate about Scott Adams. I've been a huge fan of Dilbert for a very, very, very long time. But I have to tell you, some of Scott Adams's recent, I don't want to call it gushing about Donald Trump, but some of his recent comments about Donald Trump I'm not particularly thrilled with. Here's another discussion from Reddit about arguing with people on the internet. Someone pointing out that when people use the term, I only use proven facts to make my points, that it is often just not true, and that people very, very frequently don't even really know the definition of what facts are. And that caused a really interesting discussion on our Reddit discussion forum. And then lastly, a very interesting thread about the election, Vladimir Putin, and World War III. And this got a number of comments and a very, very interesting conversation going. So please join us on Reddit. I'm on there. You can talk to me. You can talk to other viewers. There are some trolls, like with most internet discussion platforms, who also frequent the David Pakman Show Reddit, but they're pretty easily ignored. So don't worry about it. You can go to davidpakman.com/Reddit. That is REDDIT.